Don't mess around.
with the mess around. It's your girl, Miss Fry.
And Universe Dragon.
That's right. First, I want to say happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
Happy
We
Friday to
are
everybody.
coming to an end of April. We heading into May. I'm so happy. This is near.
Yes, yes, it's almost over. I mean, and it's crazy how fast these months are passing. Really, I feel like this year just started, so it's crazy. We're already as far as we are in the year. That just blows my mind. Like to know we are about to be in May. Like that's
Yes,
the
and
fifth
I
month.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, next month is my birthday. I can't
It
wait.
is.
So
It is
exciting
indeed.
stuff coming up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, and that there's a lot going on right around the corner. I mean, just a little bit going to be in summer in the thick of it. It's going to be I'm excited for every single bit of it. Like I'm just yeah. I mean, warm weather because I got a lot of rain where I'm at right now and clouds. Like if we can get anything to change, let's get some warm weather. That's all I need. See, like just
But
a little bit of warmth.
you do know that in April it rains. It's
I know.
normal
I know.
weather, you know,
April
preparing for the
showers,
summer.
bring Mayflowers. I believe it's something like that. But
Exactly.
yes,
That
yes.
yep,
But
that
yeah,
sounds correct.
not a fan of it. Yeah. I'm at this is like tornado season, so it gets crazy. It get rain, but you can
Yeah.
also get tornadoes where I'm at. So like hopefully that's not the case. But it is but we're almost in summer and I'm excited for the warm weather. I'm excited for all the summer activities and everything like that that's about to take place. Like
Yeah.
extremely excited.
And that's scary, the tornado, because I'm from New York, so I don't have tornado. So when I
Yeah.
hear that, it's kind of like scary. I don't know. I don't think I'll be prepared for
Yeah, I'm telling
that.
you. Well, in
It's
Oklahoma, as you all may
ooh,
know, like
yeah.
there's like tornado alley. Like they love to right over here with and they're not fun to dance with at all
Hmm.
because they don't know how to dance. They just tear
Oh
everything up.
no.
Like so,
Oh no.
um, yes, yes. But hopefully, good weather's coming. And hopefully we get through tornado season with very minimal to none tornadoes. That'd be nice. Hopefully that's not the case. And summer's on the way. We're gonna look at the positive, look at that sun, get that warm weather, make your summer plans.
We need that
Get to that.
sun. I need the sun. Listen,
Exactly. We
I love
all
to be
need
golden.
get that vitamin D, get out there and get some sun. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Get out your house. A lot of people work at home right now.
Yeah.
So for all you working at home right now, get out your house, get a little vitamin D, you know what I'm saying? Like just
Yeah.
as soon as you possibly it will out. Because I know there's a lot of cloud and if you're dealing with the same thing, but as soon as that sun comes out, just walk around the block. Whatever you need to do.
Listen, Dragon, I'm addicted to this quest. I don't want to go outside. I don't want
I
to.
mean,
Not playing.
is
I am
definitely addictive.
joking. I love nature. I love
Yes.
going outside.
Take that headset off if you can. But it's like
Yes.
just every now and then, get out of here. If you're building, take it off, go outside. Like spend a lot
Yes.
of time at
This
home.
is very and the VR, it's very active at night,
It is.
So
It
get
is.
out there in the daytime and then come here at night. That's all I do.
Exactly. Because by the time you're in
Hmm.
here, the sun's already down, you've got your vitamin D, and you are ready to just
Exactly.
like, for the rest of the night that that you choose
Hmm.
to use. And because everyone the reason
Yeah.
I say that is because some people stay up till the sun comes up. Some people stay up until, a certain period of
I
time.
used
Like,
to do that.
hey,
Oh,
when I
oh,
when I
let me tell you a
first
story. I used to do
building,
that.
yes,
Oof.
yes.
It was fun times.
Oh,
Fun times. It was either building or I was at a party. And I had so much fun. So much.
you look up and you're like, oh, is that the sun? You look up and you look at your clock and you're like, oh, like that. I remember this one time. I think I was building, and I remember I'm just building. I'm like in the middle of it. I'm just like getting at this thing. I got all these ideas, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. This is looking great. And then I remember looking at it, and like, oh my, I had no idea. Like it blew my mind how much time I had spent building. So you lose time in this thing. You
Mhm.
really truly will
It
lose time.
happened. Anybody that was here a year ago, it happened
Oh
to
yeah,
all of us
yes.
because
And then
this is brand new. We wanted to
exactly,
make worlds, and we didn't even sleep until
yeah.
we got certain worlds. Now we're used to being here. We have a year. Now we're like, you know what? I'm gonna just be here at nighttime. Take it easy.
It's more
Yeah.
balanced, I would say. In the
And still plan.
beginning,
Yeah.
yes, in the beginning, you're just like so much excitement, and then you kind of balance out as
Yes.
you do a little bit more. Think about how many people are getting on this today or got on last. They're in the thick of. We were a year and some change ago. Like
Yeah.
they're at that point of just like, oh my
I
gosh, like
mean,
I've just got all these ideas, and they're in here like
and you know
going
what?
at it.
We still here going at it, you know, because
Yes,
when you love the world, you have to update it because there's a lot of new stuff coming up. But you know,
oh
I
yeah,
do it, but now I know how to manage time. Yeah.
yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, at the core, that the balance, the work balance,
Yeah.
the fun life
Yeah.
balance. There just got to be that balance in everything you do to make sure that you're having time for yourself, healthy time for yourself, having time for the things that you need to take care of, and then you have a time for your
Yep.
fun. You know what I mean? Like just you want to balance it all out, and that's what it comes down to at the core of it. Um,
Exactly.
and that brings me, to kind of like what we're talking about today. Today is we're talking about what's next. Like I mean, we're so focused on the now, but what's next? Like, um, you know, when you're doing something now, it should be to kind of plan for, these future steps. Not everyone does and moves in that way, but typically you want to be doing things that's setting your future up or setting things up for the path ahead. Like chess or checkers, you're looking ahead to see what you need to do to get to the end goal. Like, and that's the idea is always working ahead. So it's what's next. Like it's pushing yourself.
What's next?
That drive.
Well, I'm a big believer that whatever you do now, you know, it's preparing for the future.
Hmm.
You know, you understand?
Yeah,
Like it's like a plant. Like I put the seed now, it's still working, but in the future it's gonna bloom.
exactly.
And with everything I do, I know that if it's starting a job by 5 years, I will be promoted. Or when it comes to Horizon, I know that I'm doing this world, but it is for my skills to be better. So I know in the future I'll be better and have a crowd of people, you know. So whatever you do now, it is for your future.
Yeah. 100%.
Mhm.
100%. And you got to keep with that. Like all building blocks. And we're still at the ground level of it in here.
Yeah.
Even in the world that we live in, like, I mean, we are consistently getting more and more advanced every single year, as a human race in general. So like you have to think about it, like, and no matter what as humans, when we touch to continuously advance and we're like, make it better. And how can we be proficient? And we, like, how can we be faster? And that's the idea to make things. But we have to do that with ourselves as well. Like, make ourselves more efficient. Like, how can we make ourselves, you know, do more, be better at the things that we do, stop, take a look at it, relook at things that you've done. Because a lot of us will do things and just leave it behind us. Sometimes you have to take a glance back at the thing that you created to make sure it's it's truly standing up to its full
Yeah.
potential. And sometimes that is what's next. Sometimes what's
Yeah.
next is taking a look back.
Yeah. I mean, you always gotta set goals, you know, and know where you want to head. Like you gotta have a plan. A plan takes you far
Yes.
and network with people looking for opportunity because of what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, and you surround yourself in that right there, that networking with people is key. Not only
Mm-hmm.
networking with people, but surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded like yourself. The thing
Oh
about it is if
yes.
you surround yourself with people who aren't, like-minded, then it's hard to move forward because, there's no one seeing that dream with you. There's no one seeing that vision, like believing in the vision. If like who are headed in a similar direction, that way you are walking on the same path. And they help get you where you're trying as well, even even if it's just consciously. Even they're not even trying, but they're doing it because they're walking alongside you, as you're headed in the
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
So having companionships and having friendships and having all these things where people are headed in the same direction, that's key. A lot of times planning those building blocks, a lot of people have some of the wrong people around them, which could be holding them back from those goals that they're literally setting, like to try to get there in the first place.
Yeah. And I would say also, no, some people not what you're doing, but I say continue with your goals and keep going. Even one person looking at you, keep on going. Consistency. I'm always messing up that word. Number
Yes.
3, stay consistent.
Yes.
Said it right.
Stay consistent. Yes.
Yes.
100%. Consistency is key.
To
Um,
focus, yeah, on your future.
yeah. I mean, it just it's one of those things like we just got to keep going. And back to this space when I just that push, keep that momentum.
Yeah.
So even so when it comes to the space, as like as us builders, like it's gonna be like, a big thing that we do in space. So it's always okay, what's being created doing, you know what I mean? Like I know I'm working, I'm finishing up second version of the Ultimate Hallway. If you haven't tried the Ultimate Hallway, go try the Ultimate Hallway. It's awesome. But if I'm working on a second game, I'm working on a few other things that are coming out as
Mm-hmm.
well. Like so those are like goals that I'm setting and like and I'm working towards a regular basis. I feel like anybody who wants to achieve anything, you have to toward that on a regular basis.
Yeah.
What about you?
You said, what about me?
Like
Is it?
are you building anything?
I'm always building. And when I
She is.
build, I'm always doing like 3 different things all at once. Because it's so you want to do so much and it's so little time, you know.
It is.
So when I am building, I do get in a mode and like, okay, I'm focused. Let me do this. But then halfway, I'm like, I have this idea for another world, and I open the world and I go on. So I'm always building. I'm always trying to test my building skills when it comes to scripting, even trying to work on that, how what kind of language they speak, because it's a whole
Yeah,
different world when it comes to scripting.
it really is.
And yeah, I'm always building.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to come up I want to come up with a whole new world, with multiple worlds. That one world comes with multiple worlds. I'm trying to bang,
You are. I mean, that's exactly that's to come. Oh,
bang. Hmm.
bang! That's how we hitting it. That's the new word for the
Yeah,
summer is bang. That's how we dropping them. It was like
bang.
it's happening like
New
that.
worlds, bang.
Bang! Don't mess around
Hmm.
with the mess around.
Bang. You hear that?
Don't mess around with the mess around.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, like,
No.
and there's so much to do within this space. But if you are of any kind and always be building, because of course we're builders, so one of the first thing that comes to mind. But if you are just in here to play more games or to build more, just set those goals and keep working toward that. That's something that is worth working towards. And just it's like I want to talk to at least one person a day. I'm gonna find a new person to talk to every day I come in
Yeah.
here.
And one thing
Mhm.
I want to point out, because I know new people are coming in and they're like, I'm not popular, I'm not famous. People don't come to my world. I don't know what to do. They seem like hopeless. I just want to say, no one here is popular. all we do is work and put out what we do. And that's how you get seen.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what it is.
ain't nobody here better than another person. We just practice. We, their skills. So if you're new here, just keep on going, keep learning, talk to different people that can help you and world hop and, see different, how that person gets all these people in here, what kind of skills they use, communication skill they use to bring a whole bunch of people,
It definitely takes
and even if,
just. Mhm.
sorry, and even if they don't come to your world when you have an opening, it's okay. There's a whole bunch of days tomorrow you could do it again,
Mhm.
and you know,
You can have a
but
grand
keep
opening
going. Don't
times
let
if you
one
want
world
to.
say, "Oh, nobody comes to my world. Nobody likes it." It will come. Just keep pushing.
Yes, 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
They're just worried about what happens right away. This doesn't happen overnight. Nothing that and growth doesn't take place overnight. That's whether you're going to the gym, you're on a diet, whatever it is. It all takes consistency. It all takes moving forward and pushing yourself to do that next thing. And of course, what's next? The summer. Right now, that's a big focus. The summer is next. What are your plans for the summer? Like that's, everybody should be planning something out for the summer.
Oh
Put
my
in
God, the
the
summer. I
section
love the summer.
below.
I
Type
love
in
the
in what you plan to do for the summer. What do you plan to do this for the summer, Miss
it's,
Roth?
listen, I love the summer. I should live in a tropical area. What I yet because I don't think too far ahead. But ooh, I do know is that I want to do a lot of outdoors activities. Of course, I'm gonna be here building at night, but I do want to like a lot of outdoors activity. I want to be able to meet Meta News team. Hopefully, you know, a trip to see everyone.
Yes.
Um, can I say what I want to say? And hopefully, I get to meet Mr. Dragon over here. Yeah.
Yeah. I look forward to everything's coming this summer. And yes, I'm excited to meet the Meta News team. I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited for the warm weather. I'm excited for it all.
Are
And
you a
my
coin?
objective is to do a
You were a
lot of,
coin.
you know, I was a coin. Do I need to come back? Should I come back?
No,
Okay.
just say what you said again
Okay.
because you was a coin. Just start it over.
Okay. I am excited to meet the Meta News team. I'm excited
Oh yeah.
to meet you. I am super excited. I am super excited to for the warm weather and all the other things. My objective is to do a lot of first, and I know that I plan to go places that I haven't been before. So I feel like this is going to be an exciting summer, an exciting year. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen a palm tree, but I'm going to see a palm tree this year. I just want y'all to know this. Like this is happening. It's like, but yes, there's exciting things that like that.
That is a great way to start summer.
Yes,
So all I'm saying is it June yet?
100%, 100%. Find you some palm trees if you're not already around some. You know, and around palm trees, find something that's not around the palm trees, like a mountain or something. Like just go someplace that you haven't been. If you're in a cold place, go to a warm place. If you're in a warm place, go to a cold place. I don't know, check it out. Like just, find something to do that's a little bit different. Like take a step out of that, slightly out of your comfort zone and go someplace that you haven't been before. I urge everyone to go someplace that they haven't been before. As a matter of fact, and if you are going someplace that you haven't been before, put that in the comment section below. I want to know where you I'm always looking for great places to go.
And
So put that in the comment section below.
And I understand that certain people don't have like companion. They don't have, family that they could travel with or go anywhere. I like doing stuff by myself. Sometimes I like to take walks to the park or maybe ride a bike. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, you know, stepping out is the first step to
Exactly.
enjoying the summer.
Mhm. I'm the kind of person where if I want to watch anybody watch that movie with me, I go to the movie theater and I
Yeah.
go watch that movie. I wanted to watch it on a big screen. And I plan to go to the movie theater, asking people to go with me. That's just kind of like, hey, if they want to, come along, nice. But
Oh, I
don't let,
never done the movie
you
there by
know,
myself.
all I'm just saying is like, don't let people dictate the thing that you wanted to do in the
Yeah.
first place. So if there's something you want to do, go do that thing. I know my sister, she traveled and went, took a train and she had never been on a train. And she did all this stuff by herself, went to the town. I'll get in contact. But I know
Yeah.
she did all this stuff. She got out the
Yeah.
house and just wanted to, I told her to be safe, take some mace and other things like this. Main thing is
Oh, yeah.
just make sure that, you stay safe, but explore. Even if you don't have someone to explore with, that exploration may find a person that, that you can, further with. You may find a buddy that travels too, or somebody that's headed in the same direction you're headed in. Who knows? I'm
Yeah.
just saying that, the journey
I
itself could lead.
and it's beautiful to be able to go out of your comfort zone to a whole brand new place. I'm telling you, that feeling is amazing.
It is.
Because when I took a trip to Texas, somewhere I've never been, it's my first time, and I had one goal was to go to that museum of Selena. And let me tell you, I didn't know what I was doing, but I did my research on Google how to get there. But the process, everything was so new.
Yeah.
And I made it. I made it there. And it was like I accomplished something that felt great.
Yes. I mean, see that right there, that
It was
that
a
part, like
dream come true.
getting
Like,
to
oh,
these
that
things
feeling
to
was
where
amazing.
exactly those accomplishing something that you've always wanted to do, there's like to be able to really scratch something off of the bucket list is what you would call it. Like
Oh
that
man,
list of is so
beautiful.
important to me. Like and palm trees is on my list. So I will be able to scratch that
What
off
is your goal?
this year.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm just
Okay,
saying that's
okay,
one of them. That's definitely one of
okay.
the things on my bucket list. But that's something we can definitely talk about on a different day. Like we can definitely talk about some bucket
Oh, that's
lists.
a yes.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to know our
The
bucket
bucket
list?
list.
Comment below. Let me if you would
Yes.
like uh, about the bucket.
And we want
Um,
to ask Dragon why he's going to see palm tree, but that's a whole different story. We're gonna leave it for when the date gets.
yes, more more to come.
Mm-hmm.
But palm trees is in the future.
I love
Don't
it.
mess around with the
Love
mess
it.
around. Yes. The summer is going to be
Oh,
amazing. Make your summer amazing. Go someplace that you haven't been before.
yeah.
I definitely urge, I urge that to everybody. And then even for the people in this space as well, something, different to do for the summer. I'm not saying switch it completely up, but, add a little bit extra to it or do a little bit extra, give a little more time to yourself. Like I feel like a lot of people kind of get
Another
lost
thing,
with that. Hmm.
if some people don't have enough money to go where they want to dream up, where they
And
dream up for their goal.
that's
But let me
okay.
tell you, create that in here.
Yes. Yes. If you don't have the money or the
Yeah.
means to get there, you're trying to go or other things, make space. You can get into it as you possibly can. The day that you actually can. But this is a very big stepping stone. Like if I wanted to, I wanted, like, oh, I always wanted to be on an astronaut because when I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut. So, I always liked space and everything like that. So, I can just build that astronaut ship. I can have that whole experience of like being an astronaut and putting the helmet on and getting in a spaceship and flying around. Like I can build that
That's
experience now.
nice,
And
for
it's
real.
like it was an architect
Oh,
and an astronaut. Those are my two things like when I was young that I wanted to do. Architecture that
oh,
involved a lot
okay.
of I liked math when I was young. I was pretty good at math. And I when I realized how much math and how many years of math and stuff like that that you really have
Mhm.
to like do for architecture, it kind of turned me away from it because I was like, like, oh yeah, I like to create things. I love always love, I was like the kid
Okay.
always building stuff,
Mhm.
like so to be in this space as someone who played with Legos like that so vigorously and build stuff like and like try to make things
Mm.
look cool. Like so when I got in this space and realized I could build it, like that's what blew my mind. That's why I was like, I can build here? Like what? Like build, like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So and then that's why I love to build. Like I think I love to see things created, even when they break and they start digging up the dirt, and I see them building a building or a house or everything. Like things get constructed. I've always loved to see things get built, created. So this is one of those amazing spaces to do that in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to every Lego kid and adult who used to be a Lego kid, and like I'm telling you, this is definitely that spot. Really put all your imagination to use. Um, you know, but speaking of this space, how do we make it better? Like everyone in this space, is doing something. How can we make it better? Like, what can we do to make this space an even better space than it already is? I mean, and it's an amazing space already, but like, what can does the people who consume here, the people who come and build to this thing and really help this thing. Like, what can we do to make it what it is?
Um, well, I cannot tell you the secret sauce, but I could say more support from the community, and
100%. We're all here together, and since we are all here together, helping one another, supporting one another, being nice to one another. I mean, sometimes I have overheard things where people aren't being nice and humble with one another, to help one another, uplift one another, support one another. Like everybody in here can be doing their part to make sure that we're all making sure that we have a consistent and strong, and that's so that we can help this space. Keep adding to it, keep being creative, keep doing your thing, but make sure you don't have toxic people in that place. So it's just we got to do keep good people, keep good company. And then, if they're doing what they're supposed to do, you can like, because these are everywhere. The main thing is, you know, find the right crowds to be in, find the right people to be around, and do what you can to help the community. All right. With that being said, do everything you can to continue to build a place that we love so much, so we can see it grow. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in to the Don't Mess Around podcast. We will see you next Friday. And have a fantastic and wonderful weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
yes, we'll see you in May.
We will see
Summer.
you in May.